Hi, how you doing, Todd?
Good.
Yeah, nice to see you again. Yeah.
Sure.
So let's just talk about 2017 here. Obviously, you're doing both K&N series. So talk about how the East series is going for you. You don't have to win yet, but you seem to be doing pretty good. How's the year going for you?
Yeah, it's been going really good. I feel like we've had one of the fastest, if not the fastest, car at every race. So, we aren't too worried about the win. I feel like it'll really come, hopefully sooner than later. I feel like we tested at Memphis. All those guys are getting some practice today, but I'm super lucky to be out here at Dover International Raceway with Kyle Busch Motorsports.
Yeah, so is it down to bad luck, or is there something missing with the team since you haven't won yet?
I think it's just the races. Sometimes they play out in your favor, and it seems like you luck into every single win, and sometimes you have to work for them a little harder. But I'm sure our day will come. We've had a couple flat right fronts that have put us out of contention, but all that little stuff will be ironed out before the end of the season.
Yeah. Talk about racing Harrison Burton. Describe what it's like racing him. He's a lot like you when it comes to his growing up. So racing like him, racing with him, what is that like for you?
Yeah, I've been racing with him since I was like 10 years old in quarter midgets. So, obviously growing up around the track, I was always hanging out with him. So it's cool to kind of grow up with someone like that, and always know what you're going to get when you race around him. I feel like it adds a little bit of trust to both of us racing around each other.
Mm-hmm. Is it kind of like a bond with you guys? You both have dads who spend so much time in the Cup Series, and now here you are on your mark up the ladder. Is there a little bit of a bond between you guys?
I don't know about bond. It's just more of a really similar, like you mentioned, in the ways we're growing up. We get a lot of the same questions, and we can actually help each other a lot. I feel like in that way, just talking about interviews, and sometimes these are some of the hardest questions. So I feel like it's something that we both have to kind of just prove ourselves, to everyone who just think we're in our dad's shadows.
Yeah. When it comes to proving yourself, you're one of the top young drivers, but you're so young. So when it comes to in the K&N series, what's the stress like? Is there stress, or you just go out there and just see what you can do?
Yeah, I just go out there and see what I can do. You have to have confidence in your team and the car that you're driving. So I definitely feel like they give me the best cars every week, and that definitely kills some stress on my end to just do the best I can, and usually that's good.
Yeah. On the west side, winning has been an issue. You had 4 straight wins. I covered all 4 of them. It was pretty fun. So what's that season been like for you? You're coming off a championship, and you're just laying it down this year with your team.
Yeah, it's been a dream come true. We haven't had the problems that we've had in the East, and that's something that we're just going to keep working on. And starting in 2016, I didn't really think that we could have a better start, but it's been very, very good this year, and we just got to keep up the momentum.
Competition seems to be different in the East Series compared to the West. Is there anything that the West Series can do to better competition? Obviously, most people would say get you out of the West Series, but would you have any ideas for the series to better competition?
No, I feel like to win, it's probably about the same competition. I'd say just the amount of cars that, from 5th to 10th, I'd say in the East Series is a lot tougher. So, you definitely have to work for a 6th place finish harder in the East, but I think that's just how it's going to be. There's a lot more development drivers on the East Coast that that are looking to move up and create a team to just run the K&N East. So and on the K&N West, it's usually Sunrise Ford and Bill McAnally Racing. Yeah. So it's going to be tough to overcome, but I think that the West does a great job.
Mm-hmm. So you won in your debut in East, West, and ARCA, and here you are this weekend. Do you think expectations are too high for you?
No, we know those wins are amazing, and to get my first truck win in my first start would be crazy to think that that's possible. But we have a fast truck, and we're lucky to have pedigree here to make it all possible. So if we put ourselves in the right position, anything's possible. But just got to keep our head down and make all 200 laps.
Yeah, you talk about Bill McAnally and how he has such an incredible grid of drivers and equipment. Same thing here with Kyle Busch. So is it more stressful, or maybe a little down to earth because the equipment's going to be there for you?
Yeah, I'm a little bit more nervous for this first truck start. Especially being at Dover here. It's a tough racetrack. You can get in trouble pretty quick, but Kyle's helping us all out a lot, and I feel like we're ready to go.
A lot of Cup drivers here this weekend. It's a triple header weekend. Are you, kind of getting around, kind of gelling with drivers, seeing if you can get any advice for this big weekend?
Yeah, for sure. All the Cup team owners are here, and it'd be a big weekend to get a good finish and just put my name on the map.
Yeah, but it comes to your dad, obviously he's at the track almost every week. He's in victory lane. He's a part of the team. How much do you value that? I mean, you caught him at such a great time because he just ended his Cup career. So having him at the track, it has to be so valuable.
Yeah, it's definitely valuable. All of his Cup experience, he's learned so much. And, I feel like people always say, I wish I knew back then what I know now. And that's something he's helped me with a lot. He just shared little tidbits here and there. And he knows when it's a good time to leave me alone and let me learn, and the times that he needs to step in and kind of teach me.
Has he kind of helped you stay grounded? Maybe not be so obsessed with the success, but to kind of stay grounded, stay humble a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. It's something my mom and my whole family, like you mentioned, that's something that's huge to them, and they said, from the start, that's how we're going to be, and I feel like that's how we are, and we're all honest with each other, and it's a big part of it.
Yeah. So, final question. Success has given you this opportunity. You've won in everything that you've done, and here you are. So, what do you hope to learn from this experience this weekend?
Oh, we're always looking ahead next year. I'm going to turn 18 in May, so I'd like to run as many truck races as possible, but we just need these 6 races this year to go smooth and learn as much as I can so that I'm ready for maybe a next step next year.
Mm-hmm. So do you think you are ready? I guess you'll learn in these next 6 races, but do you think you will be ready for full-time next year?
I don't know. That's something that sometimes you have to get thrown in if you're not ready, and sometimes you're completely ready. So, but that's a good thing about only being 17 years old is, you have time to move up, and I feel like that's something we've done good of so far, and we can't get off that.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely appreciate your time.